Hello everyone. I thought I'd come in here and make a video because I haven't made one in a while, and there aren't a lot of people transitioning in the present on YouTube. A lot of them, it's like, this is what I did when I transitioned, or this is what you should do. Excuse me. But I just wanted to make sure that I'm giving a little bit of updates while I'm actually experiencing the transition. So, it's been a little bit of a struggle. There have been some successes as well. I am currently 3 months post-relaxer, so, just about the time that you would get a relaxer if you were still doing that, but you were trying to stretch it a little bit. And then some people, try to stretch it for 6 months or a year, but I don't know. It gets pretty difficult around 2-3 months. So, my hair had been in 2 French braids, one on this side, one on this side, and I try to, change the parts so it's not always, straight down the middle, ripping that hair out. And I have not used any tools on my hair this wash day except to part. So I made 4 sections. After, taking out the braid and finger detangling, I parted it and then I finger detangled. And then I twisted it up, put it in some clips, and then got into the shower. I saw this video featuring a YouTuber featuring another YouTuber, and I'll link it down below. But it was, a woman reacting to Brad Mondo telling people that you only need 2 dime size amounts of shampoo for your entire head. And I was like, oh. But I tried it. I mixed it with some water in a little cup. It was like, this much water, and just shook it up a little bit, and that made for a little bit easier application. But I actually think it was helpful. We're not out here trying to waste products, so and also one of the things from that video was that you should be rubbing your scalp gently, and it's kind of like washing your body. Like, if your body was dirty, I mean, you would be scrubbing, but not like, forcefully. So you shouldn't really be doing it so forcefully on your scalp either. So, I was getting in there, but it wasn't like really intense. I tried to tone it down a little bit, and I was keeping my hair taut so that it wouldn't get tangled, and washing my scalp like this. So, pulling the hair and then sliding my fingers through the hair to my scalp and rubbing like that. And then I would put it under the water and, finger detangle a little bit. And oh my gosh, it was so much easier to finger detangle when there wasn't, a handful of shampoo in my hair. It was, it didn't feel stripped or anything, but my scalp did feel clean. And this, okay, is the amount of hair I lost in the shower. And I lost about that much when I was taking down the braids and finger detangling. So, that's great. And now, okay, so after I washed, I took my leave-ins and applied them to my hair differently to see how they would react. So in this section, I put my hair lotion, and I'll tell you what they are. This section, I put my buttercream. This section, I did both. And then this section, I also did both, but I mostly put the lotion on my scalp in the roots. So this is the ORS hair milk, and it's pretty old, so they might have changed the formula since then, but it's just like that green hair milk. And I added a lot of things. I added castor oil, rice water, apple cider vinegar, I think, and some other oils. I think I added cocoa, which is coconut oil and avocado oil. You can get it at the grocery store in the food section, and it's really good. And then this is Africa's Best Moisturizing Buttercream. So backwards, I don't know how to fix that, but it's the moisturizing buttercream. Anyway, so I applied that to my hair, and I didn't, for some reason, I did not squeeze out my hair while I was doing that. I was doing each section one at a time, so I would wash it and then apply the leave-in conditioner, and then move on to the next section, do the same thing. And so I'm trying this thing because I thought it was so silly how you spend all this time putting in a deep conditioner, and deep conditioners are not cheap for the most part. You spend all this time putting in a deep conditioner, putting heat a lot of times if you're low porosity for hours, sometimes overnight, and then you wash it out. Like, after all that time, shouldn't it be absorbed into your hair? And if not, you're just wasting product. So I was like, you know what works better for my hair is deep conditioning with a leave-in conditioner. So that way the product really gets to work its way into my hair for as long as it needs, and I don't have to wash it out and put on another product, which would be, not good. So there's a little bit of itching right in the back. I don't know if that's from the lotion or from using a time-size amount of shampoo, or being very gentle. I don't know what it is, but there's a little bit of itching in the back of my head. It might be the shower cap, honestly. But anyway, what I'm gonna do is deep condition with this these leave-ins, and I'll see, what part of my hair turns out best, or if they're all the same. In my experience, there isn't much difference when I do different things on different sides of my head, probably because these are, cheap, but I think that if I, do the heat thing and, leave it in for as long as possible, which is at this point gonna be forever until next week when I wash it out. Or actually, I'm getting box braids on Thursday, so I won't be washing it out, but let's see. What was I saying? So I'm gonna deep condition. I'm gonna put my, the thing. What's it called? Let me go get it. It's this attachment that you put on your blow dryer, and it heats up. So that's what I'm gonna do for about 30 minutes, and then I'm going to go squeeze out the water from my hair, and if it's feeling, like there's not product on it, I might add a little bit more to my, squeezed out hair, and then I'll put the shower cap back on my head, and then just let that sit for a few hours while I walk around and, do whatever. And then I'm gonna take the shower cap off so that I can really start to air dry and do what I normally do when I air dry, which is very complicated and very extra, but it works. It's hard to explain because it's different each time, but basically I try to keep one section, like one big section and then one small section, and the point is to dry the sections in small amounts so they'll dry faster, and then slowly add pieces of hair to the small section so that they can dry. And I try not to twist them for too long and too much, because that will cause, curls and waves, and I'm trying to get straight hair so that it's, less prone to breakage. So, and this is going to be a little bit harder because this week I'm not using tools, so I have to use my fingers to smooth the hair, so that's gonna
I'll be noticing after you use the shower, it's always dripping. Are you having a hard time turning it off?
Dripping?
Yeah, it's still dripping. Like the last few times after you take a shower, I have to go in there and turn it off because it's still dripping. Are you having a hard time turning it off?
No. Anyway. What was I saying? I can't remember. What was I saying? Oh, so I take small sections, smooth them out, and then twist them, and then let it just air dry, and that sort of stretched, I guess. This is mostly to reduce frizz and, any kind of waves or curls so that it's easy to deal with, especially since I'm going to get my hair done. I want it to be manageable and straight. And this isn't going to straighten your roots, but you know, it'll just keep it from detangling or from tangling. So that's what I'm going to do, and I may come back and show you the results of doing all of this. I may not. Next time you see me, I may have braids. But that is it. That is my wash day. I'm not gonna call it a routine because literally I've been changing things every single time, and I know that that's not good, but I have ideas and I must try them. But anyway, okay. Have a good day. I hope everything goes well for you, and I'll see you next time.